Hello and welcome to onlinegroomingschool.com. My name is Yvonne and today we're going to teach you how to groom a Bedlington Terrier. We have here Ashley. She's our little model today.
Hi there, Ashley. You know, I understand those Bedlington Terriers, they come from England back in the 1800th century. And their biggest thing is that they like to hunt rat.
Well, they have a little rat tail, so I can see why.
I know.
But yeah, they're from the terrier group, and they're, you know, terriers tend to have a mind of their own, and she seems to be pretty good. So we're going to go ahead. I just want to go ahead and show you what we're going to use today as far as our grooming tools. First of all, I'd like to draw your attention to the grooming guide we'll be using. It's the All-Breed Dog Grooming Guide by Sam Cole. All right, and here, you know, the Bedlington is one of those clips that's a little bit complicated, so I've made a bunch of notes for myself. But basically, the way Sam Cole's book operates is it's like a by numbers type of direction. So if you're looking at number 3, you will look over at number 3 on the drawing there. It'll tell you what blades and where to do the lines and such. Okay, so that's the All-Breed Dog Grooming Guide by Sam Cole. The other things we'll be using today is a greyhound comb, clipper, slicker brush, straight shears. We're going to use an array of a number 10, 15, a couple of 5s, 40, and a 30 blade with an attachment comb. Again, I'll explain that as we go forward. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to go to that page, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the one side that we started to do. Okay, not completely done, but you should have an idea what it is that we're trying to accomplish. So I'm going to hold them up for you. You want to get this side. Of course, it's not totally done yet, but that's kind of what we're trying to do here. You can see the before and after just from the right side and left side. Here we have the signature Bedlington ear with a little tassel at the end.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
And the body.
And the body with a little hunchback, looks like a little camelback here. And I left the tail for last. We're going to do that together. All right. Fairly small breed, apartment size. Okay. So we're going to get started first by doing the body. And today we're using a number 5F blade, which leaves about a ½ inch on the body. Now the way it's explained is that we use for this time we're using the 5F. We're going to start at the withers, which is between the shoulder blades, and go straight back to about midway down. Okay. And then we're going to go down. She's got really fine hair. It's like I breathe on her and the hair goes everywhere. Now as you get to that midway point in the back, we started right here in the middle. You have to go one blade down and then continue to the back. One blade length down, leaving that little strip there we're talking about. The little hunch, that camelback type of look. What I did is here in the middle, went one blade down and continue to the end. All right. I'm just going to continue. I'm going to work on the front part first, okay? Now, we're going to go to here and then go at an angle down this way to the elbow of the front leg. And then we get to we call this the flank. Sometimes we'll call it there's another word for it. Let me just think about it. But if you take the flank and you let go, that's where you need to start hitting your line down. I don't know.
She wants to set.
We're both working here, not just me, honey. Come on. Okay? And then we're going to go from there and start heading down a little bit. Because we're going to have a little bit of an angle this way. I'm trying to match the other side. See how fly away that hair is? And go all the way down. Trying to match both sides. I know. Stand up, sweetheart. Good girl. In the back here, I'm going into the body, going in. As I get closer to the front, I'm just going to not go in, I'm going to go straight down. Because we have to give her an appearance of a big rib cage. The elbow's around here, so that's how far down I'm going to go. And I start flicking my clipper as I get closer to that elbow length there. I'm not going to go all the way up here because I'm going to explain what I'm going to do there. Okay,
wow.
Now be camera shy now, hon.
Well,
all right.
Go show them the other side of the leg and what you've done so they can get an idea why we stopped there. I see.
Trying to see if we're down to where we need to be. Okay. So now we're going to move on and see, brush out the legs a little bit. She does really well on the table. That's what she wants to sit sometimes. So, what am I going to do just to help me reduce the legs down to so they don't look so big? Is I'm going to use a number 30 blade. There she goes.
Here she goes.
She's really good when I'm doing her head. See. So I use a 30 blade. And I attach a 1-inch comb on here. Alright. This is cheating a little bit, but that's okay. I'm just going to go down the legs a little bit.
What size comb is that?
It's a 1-inch comb.
1-inch comb.
I'm not going into the definition, I'm just going straight down, just to help me take some of the bulk off of it. Now what I want to do is I want to start shaping this back here. So I'm going to fluff it up with a greyhound comb. You take straights or curves, whatever you feel comfortable with, and start bringing that down a little bit. Almost. You're okay, Ashley. Bring it up a little bit again. As you get to this end to this end, it's a little shorter, so it's a little higher as you go up and shorter at the ends, okay? On this side because I'm right-handed. Nope. Not time yet. See that cottony hair she has? So, you know, it's got kind of a greyhound arched back there. Kind of what rats have, too, little arched backs. it's okay. I've seen it done before where they don't really bother with this part up here, but I think that most of the time it's not that noticeable if you take it off, but it's just slightly. See that? Gives her a little bit arched back. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and work on the skirt here. Okay, I'm going to get, here's the flank area. I'm going to hold on to that because I don't want to have an injury there. And I'm just going shorter as I go out here so that it appears that she has a waist. And I'm going to take a little bit off the little skirt here by nipping at the, I don't want it to be sticking out too much. I want it more slender. Good girl, Ashley. Let me tell your mommy you're a good girl. Okay. Combing out the legs. Now, if you're not careful with these legs, because she's got such thin hair, you can end up cutting too much.
So you bring them forward and clip down, huh?
Yeah. Of course, we did all the, if you watched the pet hygiene video, we did all of the nail clipping and sanitation trim prior to the bath. I know this is the part you get tired, sweetie, but we're almost done. Fluff up a little bit. Because remember, we did that line here. We don't want it when she shakes to just stick out, so we need to fluff it up and then trim it so it kind of blends into the longer hair. And fluff up again. That's where those scissor exercises come in really handy. Remember, you don't want to cut this way, otherwise you can create a line. Good girl, Ashley. Nope. She's quick about it too. She did really good with the bath. She loved her bath. She was remarkable with the blow drying.
And then you're rounding off the feet then?
Yeah, so now we're rounding off the feet. Being careful not to show the nails. Now you can use your curved scissors to help you do this. I'm just so used to using straights. There's nothing wrong with using the curves. That's what they're meant for. Comb out the back of the hog here. Okay. And then go straight down like this and angle into the pad. Don't sit. Just wanting to sit. She has relatively thinning hair too, so most of the time you'll see them a little bit fuller, more mature hair. But she's excellent as far as being cooperative. Hi, Ashley. So just remembering to try to keep it the same as the other. Whoops, did I scare you? Sorry. Alright. Trying to see if we're kind of on the same on both sides. Alright, I gotta clean up this chest here. We're going to work on that front leg now. Are you camera shy? Are you camera shy? I'm not camera shy. I got a feeling she's done this before. Oh, he's done it. Here, I'm going to round out the foot. Can I have that? Thank you. It's all right. Are you okay? I know you don't like that feeling. Shh, shh, shh. Be good girl. Be good girl. Give me good. I'm already done with that one. I don't need that one. Sometimes if you lift up this back leg, they won't lift the front when you're trying to work on because they really can't balance themselves. Like, you see how she has really thin hair here? So we don't want to take off too much. Can I see in between here? Thank you. Come on. Put it down. Good girl. Alright, let's finish this off on the back. So we got to get the back straight. We'll go back to that in a second. Pull that out. I want to try to get some cylinder shapes here. Try not to use your hands too much to work through the coat because then it can make the coat kind of oily because you have natural oils in your hands. I see that happening a lot with Malteses. And you wonder, did the coat get washed? We're going to move on to the chest. A little bit more finishing up on the legs here. I want to show you what we're doing the chest. Come on, you can come this way. Good girl. Okay. Come back and use our 5 again. Remember the same leg we were using before. Ashley, you want a big piece of steak afterwards? And just going to the same line you were before, all the way around the body. Alright. And as far as the chest is concerned, we're just brushing the front here. See how this is combed in a little bit? This one's still fluffy on this side. You gotta fluff up the front and trim. See if she'll let me get in here. Come on, I gotta get this piece back here. Thank you. Good girl, Ashley. Your mom's gonna be so proud of you. Alright. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit more. We're gonna come back and we're gonna move on to the tail, show you how to do the tail, and then we're gonna move to the head and show you how to do the finished head, okay? So give us a couple minutes and we'll be right back. welcome back. Here we are with Ashley. We're going to go ahead and show you how to trim the tail. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a 10 blade. You can use a 10 or a 15, but we're going to go ahead and use a 10 today. And what you do is you take the tail and you clip the tail, you divide it into thirds. So we're looking like, I don't know, right about here as being 2/3 of the tail. And we're going to start from the tip. Okay, you have to come on this side. Start from the tip and go up to the 1/3 left of the tail. Again, I'm going to use a 10 and I'm going to go against the grain. Okay, ooh, looks like a little squirrel. Give me that. No. Come on. There you go. I need to do this. So do that on the top. Okay?
Like a mouse.
Yes. I'm going to have Alex, who is my daughter, come over here and help me hold her up because you don't want an accident. Alex, you want to come around this side? Watch the cord there. And just put your arm underneath her. Ashley really likes Alex, so. Okay. Underneath the tail, you go with the grain. So you start from the bottom and just go all the way to the tip. Catching that all right? Okay, let me see if we can move this for a little bit more, like that. Good girl, Ashley. Almost done. Almost done. Making sure that the blade is not hot. She might complain. Alright, so here we are. We shaved about 2/3 of the tail. Bring this part today. We're using a 10. You can use a 15. Now what you want to do is start blending that tail with the rest of the body. Again, going shorter as you get to the tip or to the short end. Oh, funny looking tail.
Yeah, that's looking a little better. It scared me there for a while.
What is that?
Tells you taper it.
It starts to look better.
Looks better.
That's one of the things about when you're doing these kind of sculpturing. You have to not panic because as you're doing it, sometimes it definitely looks like you've done something wrong.
I would rather have their tail fluffy myself if I had one. I think it'll look nicer, but that's what the bedlington is called for.
Yeah. And I'm just kind of trimming up all the little parts that it didn't catch. It's okay. It looked like she, almost like it got bit by a bee and it swelled up on the on the base there.
No, that looks good actually.
You got a little word there, cameraman? You're like, that can't be right. Look, she's holding it for me because she knows I'm working on it. I just gotta get this fine. little piece here, okay? Thank you. All right. Okay. So there we go. We got the Bedlington rat tail. All right. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and move on to the neck area. You know, when you're doing a clip on a dog, you need to kind of walk away from it for a little bit. Close your eyes, get a drink of water or something, and come back and see if there's anything out of place. Most of the time, you might see something will shake and the hair moves, and you'll see something that you need to finish up. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to ask her to sit this time. You can sit now. Sit, Mama. No, she doesn't want to. Okay, you sit. Sit, Mama. Sit. There you go. Good girl. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our 10 blade, and we're going to go and clip the side of the face, just like we did this over here. We go into the eye, right before the corner of the eye, and go a little bit in. We go at an angle to the tip of the lip here, so we go like this. Then we create a V to the base of the ear, create a V, here's your line, and from here you go to the corner of the lip. Okay? Now you want to clip against the grain, but it's okay to set the pattern with the grain. Okay? Corner of the eye there. The base of the ear. And then I'm going to go to find the lip right in there. Alright. Stay here and then create that V. Really pretty cooperative when it comes to this area here. I'm going to go up against the grain. The blade's not hot. Okay. And that's really, really cool. It's not hot, but I always like to use a really cool blade there. You would use like a 15 here, but Mom said that she is prone to clipper irritation, so we're not going to do that. That's why I'm conscious about the temperature of the blade. Okay, here's that V. Okay? Now, you want to not cut any of this upper hair here, only on the bottom lip. I'm going to pull that lip back. Good girl. Good girl. What a good girl. What a good girl. That's a good girl. She understands the routine, huh? You understand the routine. And just defining that part there. So all we're doing is shaving underneath the jaw. She's got a couple little moles down here we have to be careful with. Good girl. I know what's going on. I know the routine. Okay. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go back to our the 5 blade that we're using on the body. I want to show you right back here. Camera, you're going to have to come on this side. On this side here so you can get a good view of that. No, that doesn't mean you can get up. You know, we stopped here. We started here at the withers, okay? And we went down this way with the 5F blade, okay? But we can't leave that there. But we have to leave some of it because that's what defines that real arched head on the bedlington. So we're not going to take this off. We're going to blend it. But we still need to do the sides of it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go I might take off a little bit here, a little bit more. Alright? So that's kind of why I wanted to show you that. Alright. Almost like she's got a horse's mane there. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do those famous bedlington ears. For this, you need to be kind of still. Okay. Alex, I'm going to have you come and hold her here. I don't want her to move. She's generally pretty good, but because we're using a just so she knows you're there. We're using a 40. I don't want any boo-boos, do we? Okay, so what you're going to try to do, first of all, you have to create a diamond-shaped tassel. So when you're clipping, you have to kind of leave a V here, and then clean that all up. Okay, so you don't want to go straight down. You want to kind of cut like this. I'm going to start at the base of the ear. I'm using my 40. And here I am going, making that little V shape. I'm going to go against the grain a little bit, but I'm just using it. But now I'm going to go against the grain. Being very careful. All the way up to the base of the ear. Don't be shy. Make sure I've got them both even. Clean up the inside as well. Watch for the temperature of that. Let that cool off a little bit. I'm going to trim the edges. Being careful not to get the ear leather. we'll have to go a little further up. Let's see. Clean up the inside of the ear. Be careful not to cut any of the length from the bottom of the tassel. These are called tassels. So here we are with the ears, trying to finish up the tassels. We went ahead and clipped the ears with the 40 on the inside and the outside, and we got that little, tip here. So now we're going to do the rest of the tassel, okay? And we're going to go this way to make it look like a diamond. Fine. Like an arrow pointing down. Now, how long you want it or how short you want it really depends on your preference. If you're showing, then you got to follow the rules. I'm going to try and match both of them. Heel. This one tends to be a little bit more pointy. I'm going to try and make this one pointy as well. Okay, your little tassels. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the head. Alright, are you ready? You ready? Now I'm going to brush out these little areas around her eyes here. She's got a little eye matter covering her eye because I don't want to hurt her there. Just from tear stains. If I started the other side, what you do is, I'm working on this side, so we're going to brush or comb everything to one side, the side that we're working on. Alright? And we're going to use the side of the cheek as a guideline as to how far in to the head we go. All the way to the back. Good girl, Ashley. You don't want to start going into the muzzle and start narrowing it. It's really supposed to be where the cheek is, all the way in like this. You start doing that, and then you just got a muzzle. Sorry, cameraman, I keep moving around. Keep brushing it out. Down and out. You're okay. See, the only problem with that, you have nothing to hold on to. You shave the bottom like that a bit. I'm just going to get rid of, we're just kind of giving it a nice little full muzzle there. I'm just going across the top. Trying to make it even on both sides. That would be important. Don't be impatient with it, just take a little bit of time. What we're going to do is we're going to get the front here a little bit. Eating gravy. What you eating, huh? Gravy in it? I know, you don't like this part. But it looks messy. Okay. So we're going to fluff up again with your fluffing comb. Now what we're going to do is kind of determine how much of a like a slope we're giving all the way up. I don't know if you've ever seen a bull terrier before have the shape of head. I don't know what we're going to do. This side's still longer. Yeah, it's still longer even from the bottom here. It's one of those you just can't really rush. So if you have a client that says, I can do rush, well, I just say, you want it done right? You got some time. Alright, as you get to, we're going to keep shaping that, but see how we're trying to get that, I'm going to get clear her eyes here. She can see. No into walls. Did you just sigh? Are you tired of me already? Okay. What we want to do with the, when we left this in the back here, I'm going to leave this on her. I want to let her know that it's still on there. We're going to start going into a V. Alright, so I left this side purposely so we can really get an idea. See how it looks like a horse's mane? Good girl, Ashley. Up, up, come on. You look at it from up here. You see what we're trying to accomplish. So to keep shaping, clean it up. Remember to fluff up. don't want any trees sticking out like you see right now. So we're going to keep smoothing that out. And we'll come back and show you the finished product. And give you some finishing touches ideas. Okay? Welcome back. Here we are. We have Ashley. And we just kind of give her the finishing touches. Remember, I did the little tassels. Little finishing touches can include, you know, a little bandana, maybe little bows right here might work, a little foo-foo spray, with a little rat tail. Give it a little bow there. But that's a Bedlington Terrier for you now. Remember, it's a little bit complicated clip, but you do the video or some the DVD 3 times at least. And if you have any questions, just give us a call, but have fun with it.
Well, thank you, Yvonne. Ashley, you've been a great team player here with us. Say thank you. Bye-bye.